Hey, welcome to the Old Man Life Thoughts and Opinions channel. Greatly appreciate you viewing. So the thoughts and opinions today are going to be on these two Marlin Lever Action rifles laying right here on the table. And these two rifles are actually part of the Classic series that Marlin calls the Classic series. And the model of both of them are the model 1894. Oh, let me get it in view here. And 357 Magnum. Just to share a little bit of the background from my understanding of it, and y'all can correct me in the comments of what I've left out and where I'm wrong at, because I'm sure there'll be a lot of it. But a little bit of background from my understanding about Marlin Firearms. Marlin Firearms made some great rifles and great firearms over numerous years. And maybe one of their popular models is probably the 3030. What do y'all think is the most famous Marlin rifle or gun altogether? Let me know in the comments. And at some point, Marlin was bought by Remington. I think it was probably in 2007. And when that happened, for whatever reason, the reliability and the quality started suffering, from my understanding. And I do believe that manufacturing some Marlins also kind of came to a halt. Well, toward the end of 2020, Ruger bought Marlin from Remington. And since that point, it seems Ruger may have resurrected Marlin firearms from different things that I have read and the videos I've seen online. So back to these two Marlins right here that I got on the table, well, one on the table and one in my hand, and why two of them? I just recently purchased these, and I had been looking at these Marlins for, I don't know, last year or so, and I finally just went ahead and purchased them. So, but why two? Well, I like the lever action, both of them, like 357 Magnum, and I also like the look of both the wood furniture and the gray laminated stock that we got here. And I was like, I just can't decide between the two, so why stress over it? Let me just get both of them. So the only difference between this one and that one is the furniture, the stock, the fore-end. Obviously, you got a gray laminate, and then this one you got a walnut stock in the fore-end. That's the only differences between the two. And then also the color of the butt pad is a little bit different. And then of course the wrap that I put on myself here and on that one is a different color. Outside of that, these are identical rifles, and the capacity is 9 rounds chambered in 357 Magnum. And yes, you can shoot 38 special out of these. The capacity with 38 special, I'm not aware of yet. Hopefully, I can find that out here on the range. But I think it's probably 10. I didn't read it anywhere or in their manual, but I'm going to try and load up and see how many I can load in it. This one here is stock American black walnut right here. This one, obviously, you see the gray laminate stock and fore-end. The front sight, you got the bead. Let's see if I can get that focused in there. You got the bead front sight right there, the brass bead up underneath this hood. And you can see that hood's it's not rounded, right? It's kind of squared off, protecting that front sight. If you don't like it, you can remove it. The rear sight is your buckhorn sight. It is adjustable, both windage and elevation. To adjust the elevation, you just lift up on the sight, and then you can slide this back and forth with those notches in there, determining your elevation. And then also you can, for windage, you can drift this left or right. You'll need a brass punch and a little hammer to do that. And we may have to make some adjustments on here. I haven't shot this for accuracy yet, but I will be doing that and seeing if I need to make any adjustments on this. And then also it comes tapped and drilled. You can get a rail and put on here an optic if you like. And if you do, this sight does fold down out of the way. So that's convenient and nice and crisp back up. The overall weight, 6.2 pounds. The overall length, 36 inches with a 13.63 inch length of pull. The barrel is 18.63 inches. It's a cold hammer forged alloy steel with a 1 16 inch right hand twist. Grooves are 6, and then a blued satin finish. Tubular magazine loaded by this gate right here, which makes it a dream. Looking comfortable butt pad on both of these. You got some great looking checkering both on the fore end with this diamond. I like the diamond shape here. And then also on the stock on this side and that side. And also the fore end, if you can see, it's kind of got a taper to it. Kind of slims down. It's got a nice taper. It fits very well in the hand. You got your swivel studs that come with it. And then also in the box, it came with a offset hammer spur, which is nice if you plan on mounting an optic or if you just want a little bit more grip to your hammer. Let's go ahead and get loaded up here, because if you noticed on the opening on this rifle right here, had a little bit of a malfunction, but I think the malfunction was me from short stroking it and just going slow with the lever instead of actually actioning the lever like it should have been. And I think that was the cause of the malfunction. But anyway, let's go ahead and do a little bit more. And I'm going to see how I'm going to take my time and aim a little bit here and see what happens. And I'm going to shoot at this brown cardboard silhouette first, just lining up the shot. And I got a piece of little blue painter tape right there. So that was a little bit to the left. Okay, that's on there pretty good. Let's see if I can prop myself up here a little bit. That's not bad at all right there. And we're out. Yes, so the malfunctioning was me. That's not bad. We're going to load up this other one. All right, so I got this one with the gray laminate stock loaded up. I think I got 5 in there. And we're just going to take the time and aim at that cardboard target again and just see what kind of where they lie. Or actually, let me shoot. Man, that was like really low. Let's see. Yeah, this one low. I'm going to have to change that sight up a little bit. Let's see here. But I know I'm only at what? 12 yards. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, that's better. A little bit more, but that should be it there. Yep, when we're clear. So we'll go down there and look at that target here in just a second. All right, so let's go ahead and go take a peek at that target and then we'll come back to the table. But I was just shooting there. We ain't far away, 12 yards. I probably need to be back 25, 50 yards, but I wanted to see up close. But good groups. I was aiming here. And so that was all of them right there. These right here was from the walnut stock and 4N, and these were the laminate. I think actually these right here were from the wood, and these were from the laminate ones. So not bad. And I adjusted the stock or the sight just a little bit, and I brought these 3 up here. So not bad overall. I'm going to go back to 25 and 50 yards after this video, and I'm going to get it dialed into at 50 yards. So anyway, on this video was the first shots I've taken with both these rifles. This is the first time having them out, first time shooting them. So y'all seen the first shots and experienced it with me. So some pros and cons. Pros, just the visual appeal of both of these. To me anyway, my opinion, I think they're beautiful rifles. Like I said, the walnut stock on this one, the gray laminate there, the blued finish, just a very visually appealing rifle. It looks good, right? Another pro, the grip in the hand, just that texture. The tapered of this 4N is good. In the back, the taper just gives you a nice grip, comfortable. In the stock, the butt pad makes it a comfort. And then also I've noticed one video I seen out there, somebody was complaining about this, where this is, saying it was a little bit uncomfortable for them, and it's personal preference, and everything I'm saying is personal preference. But for me, that just fits very nicely. So when you're walking and carrying, it just fits nicely for me. It just comfortable right there. The pinky is almost like it's made for exactly that. Easy to maneuver around, 36 inches length, so it's definitely easy to maneuver around, compact. Positive adjustments on the sights for elevation. It's smooth action, side gate, just nice. I love this look on it right here, where this is the bolt, but it closes up everything really nice and smooth. You can see it's very tight looking, just beautiful right there. Now I did polish up. I took this apart and cleaned it, and then I polished this little plunger right here for the lever, and it made it a little bit smoother action in it. Some cons about this rifle. I'm going to tell you at the very beginning, when I was looking at this, I was not fond of this bolt safety right here. Didn't like it whatsoever. I was like, get that off of a lever gun. But I got to tell you, coming out here today and shooting it and having the convenience of this just as another safety, it's kind of growing on me. I do like it, even though you got this for a half-cock safety as well. But that bolt does make it kind of nice. And so anyway, it's growing on me, but it could be a con. The hooded front sight, not really. The jury's still out on this hooded front sight. I may take it off, and it just slides off. So it's not a big thing. If you don't like it, you can take it off, but it does protect it. from knocks and all that kind of stuff. So another con, and from what I read, it's a thing. Can you see it? Can you see what I'm going to talk about? The con? Can you see it? You see that trigger wiggling, just flopping? It's just loose. And it's not nothing broken there. It's just the way it's made. Just a little pin through there, and it flops around. Even when you cock it, you got a little bit of play in there. That could be a big con for some, but I did see on another video, this guy's been on YouTube for a while. He said Marlins are notorious for that. They've been made like that for years. Another con, even though I love 357 Magnum and being able to have the versatility of shooting 38 special out of it, I do like a 45 Colt, and I wish they made this in a 45 Colt. Maybe one day they will, but as of now, they don't have it as far as I know. If you watched any of my other videos on the Henry lever actions, I always said I didn't like the large lever loop. I always get the small ones and put on there. And so even though this is a small lever loop, this is just a personal preference. It could be just a tad bit, and that is a measurement, a tad bit, a little bit longer and just a little bit deeper. Even with the leather wrap here off of it, I still felt like my fingers were kind of cramped in there. They're not, but it's just a personal preference. I'm used to the Henrys, just got a little bit more room in there. And speaking of Henrys, on an upcoming video, I'll be comparing the Henry and these lever action, Marlin lever action. So that's in an upcoming video, so be sure you come back for that. So let me know down in the comments below, which one of these versions do you prefer, the gray laminated woodstock or the brown walnut? And then, like I said, be sure to come back on the future videos. I'm going to be doing a side-by-side comparison of the Henry 357 Big Boy Steel with one of these Marlins right here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be prepared, be ready, be capable to provide your own 911. God bless. Take care. See you on the next one.